Imagine settling in to watch your favorite late-night talk show, expecting the usual light-hearted jokes and celebrity banter only to witness one of the most intense, unfiltered confrontations ever aired live. Prince William appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live, intending to discuss his environmental initiatives and royal responsibilities. But what unfolded was anything but scripted. The tension quickly became palpable, with viewers around the world holding their breath. The prince didn't just end the interview, he abruptly walked off the stage, triggering a media firestorm far louder than any official palace statement. Under the bright studio lights and facing a lively audience, William entered the set composed and poised. This appearance was a crucial moment in his campaign to spotlight the Earthshot Prize, a major environmental award designed to inspire global change. Everything seemed in place for a respectful, focused interviewant till Jimmy Kimmel, known for his unpredictable edge, steered the conversation into more personal, uncomfortable territory. So Prince William, Jimmy began with casual ease. "You're here to talk about saving the planet. Which is admirable, but how do you reconcile that with all the very public family drama unfolding lately?" For a split second, William's composed smile faltered, a subtle shift, but noticeable to those familiar with royal restraint. "Jimmy, I believe we should focus on climate change," he answered calmly, attempting to steer things back on track, but Kimmel didn't let up. "Sure, but isn't it a bit ironic to call for global unity when there seems to be so little within your own family?" The studio went quiet. The air thickened. William's jaw tightened, his legendary composure beginning to crack. "I'm not sure what you're insinuating," he replied cautiously. "I'm not insinuating," Jimmy shot back. "I'm asking directly. Your brother Harry has spoken openly about feeling abandoned. Emotionally, you advocate for collective action on a global scale, yet couldn't offer that support at home." The blunt challenge clearly struck a nerve. William's expression hardened. "That's a simplistic take on a very complex matter," he said sharply, "and frankly, not something I intend to discuss on a talk show." Sensing an opening, Kimmel pushed harder. "The public wants to trust your leadership on climate issues. But when it comes to leading within your own family, supporting your own brother, you stayed silent." The tension was now unmistakable. William shifted, visibly uncomfortable, caught between royal protocol and rising frustration. "You don't understand the full story, Jimmy," he said, his voice tight with restraint. "Family issues aren't reality TV. Reducing them to sound bites only worsens the situation." Kimmel shrugged lightly. "Fair enough, but here's what I see. Harry served his country, fell in love, and needed support. Instead, he found himself pushed away. That was the breaking point." "Where were you then?" William's voice rose. "I was doing my duty. Preparing to lead, putting my country's needs first." The audience barely breathed. Kimmel didn't flinch. "So duty, over family." "Don't twist my words," William snapped. "You sit here in LA pretending to understand responsibility. You don't. You've never served anything greater than yourself." "I get compassion," Kimmel replied. "And when your own brother publicly cries out for help, you can't hide behind protocol. You have to show up." At that, William stood, face flushed, intensity rising. "You don't see what we did behind closed doors. All you see is his version, filtered through the American media." Kimmel remained steady. "Then tell your side. You have the platform. Say something, show some humanity." "My humanity is private," William replied coldly. "Compassion doesn't need cameras, it demands loyalty, and sometimes loyalty means silence." Kimmel pushed again. "What about love? Standing by your brother when he and his wife were struggling, saying, 'We're family, I've got your back.'" William snapped. "Love isn't destroying everything our family represents. Harry didn't just leave, he betrayed the institution he was born into." "Are you calling his mental health struggles selfish?" Kimmel asked, stunned. "I'm saying airing private family pain in public isn't the answer," William retorted. He didn't try to fix things, he ran. The room went dead silent. Kimmel met his gaze. "If that's how you feel, maybe. Harry was right to leave. William's jaw clenched. You don't know the full story and you never will. But he made his choice. Maybe, Kimmel said softly. He chose peace. Without another word, the Prince of Wales turned and exited the stage. Viewers were left stunned because questions had been answered. But because, for the first time, they saw the man beneath the crown, flawed, vulnerable, torn between personal pain and inherited duty. The tension cracked like a dam. Kimmel leaned in, voice now steady but cutting. Behind closed doors, all this talk of progress, but when your brother's wife is shattered by the press, when she spoke of contemplating ending her life, what does the royal family do? Nothing. Silence. Business as usual. William's mask finally broke. We don't turn family pain into a soap opera, he said, barely containing his anger. We handle it with respect, privately, not on talk shows chasing ratings. And how's that working out? Kimmel asked calmly. Because from here, it looks like that silence cost you your brother, stained the monarchy, and gave the press a circus. William's breath slowed. He fought to keep control. Harry made a choice. No one forced him out. He could have stayed. Worked for change. Instead, he left and blamed the institution that raised him. Everything? Kimmel asked, incredulous. The media. Watching your mother die. Seeing your wife attacked. Is that what you mean? Hearing Diana's name hit hard. William's face went pale, then red. Don't drag my mother into this, he said, trembling. Don't weaponize her death. I'm stating facts, Kimmel said. Harry lost his mother to a relentless press. Then saw it happen again. To his wife, what else could he do? I expected trust, William said, teeth clenched. That family would stand by him. Work with us, not betray us on American television. But did you stand by them? Kimmel asked quietly. Because from where most people watch, it seems you left them to fend for themselves, more concerned with image than love. William paused, considering. Real protection is dignity, under pressure, silence when headlines tempt you, refusing to fuel the fire. No, Kimmel countered. Real protection is speaking out when your family is under attack. Using your voice to stop hate, especially when it's personal and racial. True leadership puts people above protocol. Easy for you to say, William snapped. You don't carry the weight of a nation. Every move I make, everywhere, across the world, I agree, Kimmel nodded. I've never carried that burden. But I've also never had to choose between an institution and someone's mental health. That one hit hard. William leaned forward, sharp and defensive. You think abandoning duty for fame is noble. That running from responsibility is brave. No, Kimmel said. Protecting your wife when she's at the edge, that's brave. Walking away from a broken system that takes courage. So now royal duty is toxic, William muttered. Is that what this has come to? I'm saying the system is toxic, Kimmel said. When it ignores cries for help and responds with silence. William took a step back, stunned. You don't know the support we offered. The conversations, the help behind the scenes, you only know Harry's side. Then tell us your side, Kimmel urged. What support did Meghan get? What was actually done? William opened his mouth, hesitated. Some things must remain private. Just because Harry made them public, doesn't mean we should. Kimmel shook his head. You mean the kind of privacy that pushed your brother away? The kind that protects the crown while people inside suffer? A silence settled like a fog. You know what, Jimmy? William said coldly. I came here to talk about climate change and solutions. You turned it into scandal for ratings. I asked about leadership and family, Kimmel replied. If that's too uncomfortable, maybe that says more about you than me. William ripped off his microphone. This interview is over. You can't walk out just because it's tough, Kimmel said, at the edge of the stage. William turned, eyes blazing. The real tragedy. It's not that Harry left, it's that people like you made him believe he was right, too. And with that, he was gone. Kimmel sat behind his desk, the silence lingering like smoke. After a long pause, he faced the camera. Well, that didn't go as planned, Stay tuned. But one thing was clear. This wasn't just a failed interview. It was a rare reckoning. The carefully curated image of the future king had cracked, revealing a man struggling with grief, duty, and a brother lost. The headlines would feast on it. But for the world, the truth had already landed. This wasn't just about Harry leaving, it was about why he felt he had to go and who he was leaving behind.